Hey, what's up, everybody? We are here tonight doing a barrel selection from. Oh man, we got some. Who's got the kids in the background? Is that Anderson? Is that you?
No, it's
Not
me.
me.
I'll give him the heads up.
Is that Corey?
Yeah.
It's all right. We're always bound for some sort of interruption, whether it's the dog barking, kids. It's all good, man. This is all laid back and fun.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for joining here live tonight. We're going to be doing a barrel selection from Taconic Distillery out of New York. And, this was something that Ryan and we kind of got turned on to from a podcast we had with Dan Walsky when we did New York versus Kentucky bourbons. And this one really kind of caught us by surprise. And we really liked it. Ryan, do you remember it?
Oh, yeah. I remember it well. I remember.
I got it muted. We're good.
Netflix time. Yeah, I remember having it and I was like, what is this? It's like when you taste something for the first time and it's like, it sticks with you. And I can't remember what it went against, but I think it won. I was really impressed with Taconic and I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what we paired against either. We'd actually have to go back and look at the notes. We do so many damn podcasts. It's hard to keep them all straight.
I know. Yeah, that was like in the winter too. Who knows when we recorded that.
I know it's been a while. But speaking of Ryan, you seem to be connected. Did you get a new computer, laptop, or something?
No, I pulled out the old 2010 MacBook and I don't know. I spruced it up a little bit for now. I'm waiting on a MacBook to show up. They're like 3 or 4 week delay of getting them. So that
COVID's gonna get you.
NTI. So people bought up laptops.
It's funny, NTI, and like, what's the one thing we're gonna go buy our kids? We're gonna go buy them like insanely expensive MacBooks.
Buy them an $1,800 NTI computer. It's like brilliant.
I mean, funny you say that. So Ryan knows, like, I've had a crazy like week, 2 weeks, something like that. So today's actually a good day. I finally got out of jury duty today after like 7 days sitting on a case and like sitting there. So I'm so ready to do this. But then I believe it was on Monday. My daughter takes, we have an old, like, or should I say from my previous job, there was an XPS 13-inch Dell laptop. I mean, it's like a Core i7, 16 gigs of RAM. Like, it's decked out.
I have no idea what that means, but
it was pretty good, right? I mean, it was like list price, like $1,800, and we just had it extra. I was like, here, just go use this. And her screen went out on Monday. And I was just like, you got to be kidding me. And I was just like, just one thing just compounded on top of the next. And so I'm calling around and like, oh yeah, this screen's like $300, it costs $150, for the hour replacement. And I'm just like, this is bullshit. So I just got on eBay.
Chromebook.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is you can't buy Chromebooks right now. Chromebooks, like, they're sold out everywhere. And so we're just like, well, hell, what do we do? I just got on eBay, found a used, part for it, just found the top, and I just replaced the laptop screen itself tonight. So I was like, checkbox, like, 2 good things have happened today. I'm off of jury duty, fixed the laptop.
Some was on eBay.
Yeah, and now we get to drink whiskey. So
I'm sure everybody's thrilled with our computer woes. That's exactly what they showed up for tonight.
Oh no. So before we get into it and everything like that, so I want to introduce the fellows that are here below me on the screen, so they can kind of tell you a little bit about themselves, where they're from, and everything like that. So Anderson, I'll let you go first. Just go ahead and tell everybody where you're from, and I guess our random question for the night. I actually thought of this one because I was on jury duty. What do you think is the most iconic Pauly Shore movie?
Ooh.
All right, the Pauly Shore is going to take me a while. So again, I'm Anderson Todd. I'm originally from Birmingham, Alabama, but I've been in Charlotte for the last 18 years or so. So let's see, the most iconic Pauly Shore movie,
or the one that you remember the most. Like, you just kind of like have these like things that you always just like randomly it'll come back in mind.
Yeah, I've got nothing, man.
I barely remember him.
Well, I only remembered it because like I watched the movie Jury Duty last night because I was on jury duty, and I just remember like how ridiculous the movies were.
You
So,
would
I
watch
mean,
that while you're on jury duty.
I know.
I mean, you have to, right? It's like a rites of passage.
I would think so.
That is a good movie, though. It's funny.
I know. Corey, what about you, man?
Yeah, I live in Seattle. Right now I'm from Denver. I've been in this group for a while. It's been a great community. I'm really looking forward to this.
Well, thanks for doing the advertisement for Patreon for us. I appreciate it.
Yeah. What's your Pauly Shore movie?
I don't even remember any. Is there one like Garden something or?
Dude,
I barely remember it. So
you guys are killing me. Like there's like you had Encino Man, right? There was Son-in-Law. Ryan, you got any more on me?
Son-in-Law is my favorite. I mean, by far. There's
Biodome.
Biodome.
oh, that's the one I'm thinking of. That's the one I'm thinking
Yeah.
of. Yeah.
Encino Man was great. Son-in-Law is my favorite. Like, he's talking about milking cows and stuff. I don't know. It's so funny.
Oh man. All right. Enough Pauly Shore talk. The Weasel. Remember the Weasel?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into this. So I don't know how many glasses you all have in front of you all right now. I have 6 just because we had 6 different ones. But if you got 3, we can take a break between 3. So for tonight, we have 6 different barrel samples tonight. We've got 3 that are straight bourbon whiskey, and then we've got 3 that are maple finished. And I say maple like maple syrup finished. I mean, it just says maple syrup, maple finish. So
we're assuming that a maple syrup was bottled or barreled in a used barrel, and then they rebarreled that. That's what I'm assuming, right?
At least like maybe like bliss barrels or something along those lines.
Did you got me? I don't know. We'll find out if it's good or not. Me and Ryan, we had to taste a little bit before we sent it out to everybody.
Of course.
And yeah, it's pretty solid. So yeah, I think we're gonna enjoy it.
And I have to give a shout out to my needy friend Mike Gallo for tuning in.
Yeah, I know. He just sent me a message.
He's like, hey,
put me on the screen. Put me on the screen.
I need a shout out.
Nah. Oh, okay. Look at Jordan. So Jordan's another member of the Patreon community. He's already he's figuring out this for us. So
there you go.
Get the barrel, send it to Vermont, put syrup in it, dump it, send it back.
Very cool.
Perfect. I love maple syrup.
Yes, you do.
Use them
Especially from Vermont.
old fashioned. Oh, Vermont's great.
You're gonna have a syrup quickie at some point.
All right. Which ones are syrup?
Well, let's go with the straight bourbon whiskey first. So let's start with the 700 series.
Okay.
So pour 730 through 732. We'll start that. We'll start that way.
All right.
And I'll
gosh, I'm blanking on his name. The guy from New York we did the podcast with.
Dan Walsky.
Yeah. Didn't he say like somebody from Buffalo Trace is on the distilling team here? That was under Harlan.
I do remember some talk of somewhere Buffalo Trace was in our conversation. Hopefully there's a more attentive listener out there than somebody like us who are actually on the podcast and we can't remember it. So
yeah.
Still rearranging glasses.
We're not good for information.
we ask the questions. We don't retain the knowledge.
No, not at all.
All right. Almost got all 3 of these lined up here. All right. Still with enough whiskey left that we can go back for our round 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
All right. So we'll wait for Anderson to get back, and we'll kind of start going through this. But to kind of let everybody know what we are looking at here. So at least this first barrel, actually all of them say that they're 115 proof. And they were barreled on, these are all January 19th of 2017. So we're just shy of what, 3 years? Yeah. No, wait, 4.
No.
Wait. Yeah.
Just
They'll be
turning 4 in January.
Yeah. I wonder if we'll hold them back until January or something. I don't.
Yeah.
You know, isn't it funny? I think I was actually on a podcast last week, and I was talking to somebody, and they're like, you know, what's exciting about bourbon nowadays? And I was like, it's finding other distilleries outside of Kentucky who are doing things differently. Because Ryan, I don't know if you want to agree with me or not, but when we start looking at a lot of the Kentucky distilleries, like a lot of their sweet spots don't hit until like 6 years of age.
Yeah,
Heaven Hill and many of them, it's
even higher than that.
Yeah, and we're gonna taste these, and like we're just shy of 4 years. I mean, and it's completely like blow your mind away that you can just get something that's 3 years old and sounds better than 6, 7, 8. So who knows?
Yeah, I think it has to do with the lower entry proof. It's got to be right on these craft guys.
Yeah, you'd think so. I don't know what the entry proof was on these, so that's something that
I assume it'd be like 110 or something. If it's 115,
are they all typically lower? The craft guys?
Yeah, usually.
Yeah, they do it for a reason. I mean, because as Ryan said, you're going to have something that's more palatable at a younger age with a lower entry proof. But all right, well, let's go ahead and we'll dive into this. So barrel 730, it's up first. I've got my notepad here as well, so I'll take some notes.
It's amazing with these younger craft whiskeys how like you get like tons of like fruity ester citrus flavors. Whereas like with the big boys, when you taste their stuff, it's just like grain, and all corn and heat.
Oh, wow. And so Anderson and Corey, is this your all's first barrel selection, or you?
It is, yeah. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
Good deal.
I got selected for the Four Roses, and I couldn't make it out.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely my first
one. It's only one of the best barrel picks to be on.
I think it was the one before Al Young passed, too.
Oh, man.
I remember that now.
Such a good bottle, too.
Oh, yeah. But this is the second best experience, Getting on StreamYard with us.
Exactly.
Talking about Pauly Shore and laptops.
Doesn't get much better. Yeah.
So how's Charlotte treating you?
Very well, very well. Outside of it being a bourbon wasteland, it's very, very tough to get the good stuff here. So,
yeah, North Carolina's tough all around.
It's super tough, man. Super tough.
Also, for Anderson and Corey, there's no right or wrong way to do this. Typically, I go through and I nose them all first, and then I'll start tasting. But it's which way you want to do it. There's no right or wrong answer when it comes to this.
Yeah, we don't know what we're doing, so don't listen to us.
Cool. You nose them all first before you taste them, huh?
Only because I like to. I think it gives it like a fair balance of the nose between all of them. Because as soon as I take the taste of the first one, I almost kind of like you're gonna have some of those, basically some like residue, if you will, kind of left over, and it's still gonna. I think it's gonna influence whatever you're gonna be smelling next. So I typically like to figure out which nose I like first, and then go in for the taste. But it's just me.
I'm not getting a ton. I'm getting a little honey, maybe some.
I got a lot of apple.
Yeah, some fruit,
cherry in there.
It's opening up. Maybe it's this glass. Probably got fresh dish soap in it or something.
I thought you were going to say dip spit or something in it.
No. Yeah, I'm starting to get that kind of apple, brown sugar kind of note.
Yeah, after the fumes kind of like take over a little bit, and you kind of get that out of the way. Yeah, it's starting a little bit. I think the nose might be a little too harsh.
Really? I don't think it's too bad.
It's pretty harsh.
Oh, well.
I feel 2 is the best representative nose of being able to pull out more flavors, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little bit less of the ethanol burn on the nose with the number 2. Yeah. 3's pretty aggressive from a nose standpoint.
Aggressive, like it's gonna block you in the paint, kind of aggressive.
Pretty much, Matumbo.
I'm from Denver, man.
Love Matumbo.
Nice.
Yeah, I grew up going to McNichols.
Gosh, I always worry if I pour these right. I know there's 3 of them, only 3. But your nose on 730 is like really hot.
Yeah, it burns, man.
I think
I didn't get that either.
I think for me, I might be with Anderson on this one. It just has more alcohol vapor than it does like a sensation of like flavor.
Yeah, I guess I just don't get any aromas from it really.
No, that's true. I get more aromas out of the second one, but
Yeah, the second one's got that apple and
yeah,
like lemon honey thing kind of going.
yeah,
brown
it's
sugar.
interesting.
All right, so we're in agreement that number 2 is the best nose.
Yeah.
All right, I guess.
And
we'll
3 is
start drinking
Matumbo nose. You know, just swatting my nostrils.
Left to right, baby. Left to right.
Well, we already know what the picks is.
that.
The
Yeah,
name.
we got to figure out what like when we get to the maple barrel if we're gonna have an NBA.
What was the
theme on that one, too.
Matumbo like? Were they Geico commercials or?
What was it?
I don't remember.
I don't
Oh,
remember.
they were great.
It might have been Geico.
Yeah, Geico always has good ones, but all right. 2's are my favorite nose too.
Yeah.
It's grainier.
Which one? The taste on 1?
Taste on 2.
Taste on 2? Don't tell me that. I haven't gotten to.
I haven't been there yet.
I was really hoping
Sorry,
2 was going to be
that's
like
what you're doing.
knockout. Like the nose is awesome. The taste is awesome.
You told him there's no wrong way, Kenny. So
I know. I set myself up for disaster there.
one's got a pretty good palate.
Yeah, I mean, it just fully envelops you with fruit up front.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like brown sugary fruit.
It's got some bite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's definitely sweet.
So I guess Kenny and Cecil are water droplets permitted in this tasting process.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Do whatever you want to do, man.
There's no wrong way
Just in case.
Yeah.
until Kenny says it's wrong.
Then you just get kicked out of the stream.
Yeah,
Is it going to be bottled at barrel proof, or what's it going to be bottled at?
I think so. Yes, they do barrel it or bottle it barrel proof.
Nice.
So I think we're good there. Most of the time, a lot of these distilleries, they're not going to send you barrel samples that are barrel proof that aren't going to be bottled at that. I mean, the Knob Creek, the Woodford, like everything that we've gotten, it's all like basically proofed already.
Yeah, but when you're there, you get to taste it at barrel proof, right?
Not well, I guess at like Knob Creek you do, but I don't know. It's
Yeah.
I was like Knob Creek is it's good and it's like so blah sometimes at the same exact time because it's good whiskey. However, it's just the experience is just like, hey, you've only got 3 barrels, red, green, blue. And honestly,
the last 2 didn't make it through the last people.
Yeah,
So.
there's and it's just kind of like roll out one and then figure out what's the next one. And
I have a real hard time finding these 13, 14-year Knob Creek picks that I don't like, though. I'm scooping.
Oh, yeah, they're solid.
Yeah.
well, I got some news for you and news for everybody because I just got the Knob Creek barrel pick selection boxes, whatever, last night. Actually, I had a good opportunity. I met the barrel select program manager that runs the entire United States. He just moved to Louisville, so I met him yesterday. And he was like, so what's the relationship? Like, what's the California, you all? And I told him, I was like, oh, Bourbon Pursuit. Well, he's like, oh, I know you all. And he was like, well, just let you know, there's nothing older than 11 years now in the single barrel.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah.
Good to
So,
know.
so if you find anything that's 13 years or above, you better go buy it because at this point, he said that
All going to Knob Creek 15.
Yep, all those barrels have now been earmarked for their new extensions.
That makes sense.
Yep.
It's amazing how that happens.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can't give it away, and then all of a sudden it's like, where can you get it?
They're good.
Corey, I'm going to have to disagree with you, man. I thought 2 tasted pretty good.
Ooh,
That's fine.
doing the Matumbo on you.
Yeah, I know.
I like 2's nose. I haven't tasted it yet. I liked 1's palate, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, wait till
It's
you
like
try
we could take
2.
the nose from 2 with
I know.
flavor from 1, then we'd be in business.
I don't know. I thought 731 had a pretty damn good.
I'll pour a little more.
It's definitely got a little more pizzazz flair to it. There's some like heat, like punch on 2.
Oh yeah, everybody's commenting about the news. Yeah, I don't know if that was told to me like under like don't say anything to anybody. I mean, I don't plan on getting a podcast and be like breaking news, but
Sign an
part of
NDA.
If you tune in live, then you get to kind of hear from the horse's mouth. So
I have heard, I don't know where I've heard that, but I've just heard it's going to be really, really hard to find those soon. But I've been buying as many as I could because I've heard something like that.
Yeah, I think we've been speculating that because 15 was so good, and the 12 and 15 were really good, and we speculated. So, but it only made sense.
Well, I mean, it makes sense for them too because they take those barrels at 12 plus years.
Yeah, water them down
from what would be bottled at 120 down to 100, and then so you get a lot more bottles out of it, and they're selling for what, $99 a piece or something at 12 years. So, oh yeah,
I'll be more inclined to buy that too when I can't find the picks, that are older than 9 or whatever. So.
Yeah, I think for our Knob Creek bourbon, we have a 9, 10, and 11-year-old is what we have. So,
how old was the last one you guys did? I forget the name of it. What you guys called it?
Man, a few words, I think.
Yeah,
that one's really good.
it was, and it stuck around for way longer than it should.
I know.
Right until I wanted to buy a third one, then it was gone.
Yeah, I think that one was only 11, maybe 10. I remember we were there and we passed on a 13-year or 14-year, something like that. It wasn't as good as that one.
That one was good, yeah.
I do vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, every time I revisit that one, I'm like, damn, it is special. It's good stuff. Those ryes are good too. I like the Knob Creek ryes.
Well, you're in luck. We'll get to select another one of those soon too.
Oh boy. All right, so on to 3.
Yep.
732.
Yes, sir.
732.
Cool.
So this nose is like all alcohol for me.
Yeah.
The Matumbo nose. I already said it once, but maybe twice.
Honestly, for me, I think this is an easy shootout for the straight bourbon of the best one of the bunch here. But I don't want to influence anybody's decision.
I don't know.
I just don't get much. I don't get ethanol. I just don't get anything really.
Uh-oh, COVID. Nostrils are gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty straightforward flavor profile compared to the others. Yeah.
Nothing
special going on.
That's what I do every night. I'm like, can I smell bourbon? All right, I'm good.
It's like self-testing, right, Cecil?
Yep. I don't know. I really like the palate on 1.
I do too. This has a good mouthfeel though. It's creamy.
I'm telling you guys, we take the nose from 2.
I know.
The palate
you're right.
from 1. Spot on, man.
This isn't bad though.
They're all 3 really good.
And these are 4 years old?
Just a little younger.
Shy of 4. Yeah, I mean, I'm drinking these like the same way I would feel like if it's drinking like a Stag Junior or something. Like, because it feels like it's like high proof,
But it's only 115.
I know. I'm just saying, if it feels high proof, and like it just has that like almost like that shock or that bite to your palate every time.
Man, it just has like this great like apple syrupy flavor that just hangs around forever. I don't know. It's not like spice or anything. It's just like
there's not a lot of spice.
It's just
it's
fruity.
very
It's like fruity syrup.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The 730's finish, I think, lasted the longest too.
All right, I'll go back to 730. I'll see if you know what you're talking about there, Corey.
I'm gonna go get some more water.
But Ozone 1, you can actually, if like you swirl it a little bit,
Yeah, it opens up.
get some of those vapors out.
Yeah.
You get a lot
2 still
more.
noses better. The finish on 2 though is like more alcohol-y. Whereas
Really?
one is just like a nice creamy apple pie dessert.
Yeah,
like a McDonald's apple pie.
1 is growing on me a little bit.
Yeah, I added 2 drops of water to all 3, and 1 by far has opened up the most.
That's why we have you here.
Yeah, 1's my initial favorite, but I'm gonna keep going.
For me, I think 3 is out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
I'd agree.
It's
3
not
is for
bad.
sure out, yeah.
All right, so
It's incredible that these are only 3 years old or whatever,
It
3
is.
and a half.
It is.
No, it is. None of them really fall completely flat.
It's
no,
like
not flat whatsoever.
Yeah.
yeah, these
Right.
are so enjoyable. They're fun because it's different.
Barrel 732 right
I
there.
gotta go back to 1.
I need to figure out a way to get rid of all these extra barrel samples that we have.
I know
Prizes.
a guy, Kenny.
He tries to give them to me. I'm like, I don't need them.
Well, it's like this barrel 732. I was just like, I'm not going to drink it ever again now. I was like, who wants
It's
it?
called an old fashioned, Kenny.
It's true. Manhattan time or something.
Yeah. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Anderson, if I could tell you, if like, there's so many damn samples back here, dude, I could try running through barrels or Manhattans and old fashions for the next 20 years and I still wouldn't run out.
That's awesome.
That was kind of a flex, but
Somebody's talking about Redbreast 15. I'd love to do one of those. I like Redbreast.
you can actually
Gallus
How
said
much
he'll take
variation
them.
is in those?
do a red breast barrel pick.
I don't know. That would be cool.
I was about to say, I was like,
Here,
I mean,
give
I'm
all
not a
those
Scotch
samples.
person, so I don't know.
We'll give all those samples to me. I'll give them to Gala. He said he'll take them.
Gallatin can just come over and get him himself. You don't need to be his errand boy.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, we'll quit talking about him. All right, so I kind of want to. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. Let's put. If you have enough glasses, let's put these 2 to the side, and maybe we'll come back after, and let's move to the maple barrels. You want to do that?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
And then
Let's do
we'll. That'll kind of give us a little bit of a break, and we don't have to worry about it too much. So I'm gonna start pouring. So next we have the 500 series. The 500 series are all the maple barrel finished. And by the way, I'm assuming he's going to let us take 2 barrels. So that's why I did that. And if we feel that we just want to take 2 maple barrels, I'll go to bat and see if we can do it.
Oh, I like barrel number 1 or whatever, 730.
730, yeah.
Well, let's see what these maple barrels are all about.
Mm-hmm. All right. Moving on.
It's
Maybe not
exciting,
moving on. Switching
exciting
gears.
video right now.
I
Us
know.
filling glasses.
People just on the edge of their seats. All 40 of people that are watching live right now.
Yeah, so Kenny and Cecil, one of the most maple forward beers that are out there is Kentucky Brunch Breakfast Stout. So using that glass in memoriam of these maple finished bourbons that we have tonight.
Dude, I
Very
heard,
nice.
isn't that like $100 beer or something?
Oh, more.
Oh, that's what I thought. I was like, wait a minute.
Really?
I was like, I've heard of that. Like,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's like a unicorn beer.
It is. And it is, I mean, you open the bottle, it just envelops the entire room with maple, man. It's
Really?
ridiculous. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Oh man.
Isn't it like the #1 beer like in the world or something?
Yes.
I've never even heard of it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a big beer
Yeah.
guy, so
What's it called?
Kentucky Brunch Breakfast Stout by Toppling Goliath.
Who's a brewer?
Toppling Goliath. They're out of Decorah, Iowa.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's usually has like a gold or a silver wax on it or something
Yep.
like that.
Yep,
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, I know they go
Must
for
be
stupid
pure
money.
gold. If it's like
Yeah,
that
they're right
price.
12 ounces, man. So you got to savor every ounce.
Dang, that's crazy. You
That's
got to drink
crazy.
it that night. What's the ABV on it?
It's probably 11-12%, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Those damn beers, man. Like, I can drink bourbon neat, like it's nothing. You drink one of those, and I'm like, good night.
Yeah.
Just like, I act like a high schooler who's never drank.
Yeah, it's good
And the
stuff,
next
man.
day is tough too.
Oh, I know.
Well, I'm kind of jealous. I kind of want to try it one of these days.
I know.
Super good, man.
Speaking of super good, I'm already liking the nose on 542.
See, I ran out of Glencairns, and
Oh yeah,
that's
yeah.
fucking
That's sexy.
Ooh, yeah.
That's a good nose.
What, 542?
That's a good nose there.
That's a good nose there.
Yeah.
Good
It's got that
nose.
brown sugar on the back end.
Yeah,
Oh
That
man, that's like
that's solid, isn't it?
that's diabetes in the nose. Just straight sugar.
Diabetes in the nose.
Man, I could, this thing I could nose all day. People just be like, "What are you doing?" Like just nosing, man.
Yeah,
one
539 has a pretty weird nose on it.
Which one?
does?
539.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's
like
almost like piney. Like
I was gonna say like minty, piney, or something.
I was gonna say
Kinda-
like almost like a little bit like a Robitussin.
or
Yeah, there we go.
Like an air freshener, like a.
So Jordan says he doesn't drink his Taconic maple neat, but it's fantastic in cocktails. Probably even better in a dank maple syrup old fashioned.
That's right. Probably don't even need the maple syrup.
Mm-mm.
That's like the orange curacao Parkers. You just throw that in. You don't need any bitters, orange bitters. You're just like,
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, the taste on a 539. I know on the nose I said Robitussin. On the taste, I'm like, this is Robitussin.
ouch.
oh yeah,
yeah. I don't get as much maple as I thought I would.
No.
no, that's Motus in there. Oh,
Yeah,
Do
need
not
some
like-
water.
Yeah, that's interesting.
that's bringing back childhood memories when my parents would like force feed Tussin. Like, you're sick, take it. I don't want it. Give me the
Tastes like-
Dimetap. Tastes like
Tastes
grape.
like cod liver oil.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
Not a fan of this one.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well,
I'm that parent right now, though. Last night, tonight, probably.
let's go ahead and move 539 to the other side. That's
Yeah,
that's
we'll
already
move it
immediately-
over with 732.
Yeah, I was like, that one's out of the running.
Go the losers bracket.
I don't think there is a losers bracket. It's just immediate disqualification.
And
I'm bringing you these samples, Kenny. Putting your with your other losers.
Oh, my bad. All right. Going for the taste on 541 now. Much better.
Mm-hmm.
Much better. Honestly, it's funny. I don't get too much maple out of it. It almost just tastes like a good aged bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It tastes oakier too than the straight ones.
Yeah, it kind of got a little bitter tannic kind of thing at the end.
Yeah. And these are wet maple barrels, right?
I would imagine.
Yeah.
How long were they finished for? It couldn't have been very long at all.
I wish I had that information for you, but I do not.
No longer than 3 years.
Yeah. Well, these actually, I should. Oh crap! I can't read the thing on here. So these are older. So these were barreled on May 19th of 2016.
Okay.
And the maple barrels are coming in at 124 proof.
Oh boy.
Really?
Yes.
So
So,
the
I
maple
would have guessed that. I would have said
the,
closer to 110, 115.
so higher proof, higher age.
Yeah,
this is good.
Yeah, I like this. Big improvement from
Bourbon
539 from Tussin.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting closer to Dimetap.
There we go. Little background music for us.
is that our theme song, Kenny?
I don't know.
It's the end of a movie I think my kids are watching.
What was that
Disney
like?
Plus.
Like garage band music you were playing
It's
before
good,
before the show came on.
Oh yeah. I mean, so here's the thing. We should probably look into getting some real music, but I just grabbed some freebie. There's like stuff on YouTube, like YouTube catalog of music. You can just grab whatever you want off of there.
Yeah.
So I just grabbed a song off of there.
You should go back to the dubstep.
Hey, you tell me what. If there's a genre you want, I'll go ahead and I'll make an intro video for you.
The nose on this is damn good though.
Yeah, this one smells so good.
Yeah, 542.
All of them just have this big brown sugar.
Yep. Yeah, it smells like reduced down brown sugar.
Kind of even like a buttery popcorn.
Well, I'll save my thoughts for when you all taste. All right, I'll say it. It's the best one of the group.
Because you like those tannins.
I do. I honestly, I think I like 542.
It definitely tastes older.
Not so fast. No. Yeah. 542 is strong.
Yeah, it is. 541 just kind of on the mid to rear palate just dissipates completely.
Yeah. And it's kind of bitter too. Whereas 542 is just like it's still hanging.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's the
It's good.
yeah.
I think Jordan's gonna have to drink 542 neat, not cocktails.
Yes, for sure. This was honestly, I think 542 is I think this is the best out of all six.
Oh yeah, agreed. Plus it has the nose.
Yeah, it's got a great nose, great taste, great finish.
Yeah.
This one's a home run.
It's still finishing for me.
Yeah. That one's fantastic.
Yeah.
I like how we didn't have to actually take this one to a vote. Everybody's just kind of like agreeing as we go. It made it so much easier.
I was trying to find a reason, but I couldn't.
Yeah, I was like,
there was a little bit of disagreement on the number one or the 730, right?
Yeah, 730 and 731.
Yeah, like I said, I think we now that we can go back. Honestly, okay, 542's in, no matter what, right? Are we?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
correct.
Okay.
I'm good with that. Yep.
So
Yeah.
we are 542 all the way. Checkbox, you all know this single barrel from Taconic, maple barrel finish, barrel 542.
Yeah.
We'll come up with a theme for that one. Come up with another NBA theme. We already got a Matumbo thing going on, but and so now I guess we can try to figure out 730, 731, maybe 541. If there's one of those three want to pull, or if we're happy with just one, I don't know. We're not gonna be happy.
Yeah. What do I have down? I'll go back to. I think I liked the 539, the next best. I'm going back to that.
Robitussin?
Yeah.
No, that's the straight.
Oh,
539 was the first one we tasted.
No, 730.
730 was.
7:30.
Oh, okay, yeah. My bad.
No
I
worries.
was about to say, I was like, Corey's been drinking the wrong ones the entire time.
No labels and
I've done that before.
I'm just nodding my head.
Yeah, it sounds great, guys.
The only way you can do it wrong is to drink the wrong samples.
It's so apple forward. I like that.
Which one?
The first one, the
730.
730.
Man,
between
7:30.
730, 731.
Now I'm nosing it. It
541.
smells really good.
Mm-hmm.
7:30.
When you think of apple, is it like a
Like
like,
green
like a
apple.
Red Delicious, a Granny Smith?
I was just gonna say,
Like
you want to know
easy,
that?
like, what are we
type
doing?
of
Yeah.
apple?
Because there's only like a few good apples, right? I mean, like put it this way,
Honeycrisp.
Honeycrisp.
That's all my wife buys is Honeycrisp.
It's
so.
Honeycrisp or nothing. Like honestly,
Yeah.
in the household, if it's not Honeycrisp, like get the fuck out.
That's all. That's all we get. I like that one, but it's just. Is 42 just that much better? Is it worth getting? I guess is the question.
What are the prices on these?
It's a good question. I don't know. Do not know. Jordan, would you like to chime in on the comments to let us know the prices, what these usually cost?
The brand representative.
Yeah.
For Taconic.
Yeah, I know. I was about to say, I was like, I have no idea. These are the things I don't ask. I just want to get samples in and select barrels.
God, that's good.
Yeah, I like 7:30.
Man, I don't know, but I'm still got to stick to my guns. I still think 731's better.
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, I'll go back to it, but
Still think, 7:30 is like that. The Dutch apple pie from Homemade Pie Kitchen, heated up. Like that caramel. Just
I want to say if it was like another couple years, it'd be really butterscotchy.
yeah.
Jordan said they were both under $50 back in 2018. I guess next question were they barrel proof? That'll be the next thing. Because if they're not barrel proof, then who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you could arguably get both.
731 is kind of good now too.
I just think
I think my palate's priming up.
you're finally there.
Yeah.
Finally did your warm up lap. I feel that 731. I think it just has more flavor. Now I agree. 730 probably has a longer finish.
Oh, it's very long.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just in like one of those moods tonight where it's like I don't want like a proof bomb or something. Like maybe it's just like you want kind of like something easy, like a Dusty or a Russell's Reserve, or it's just like nice and mellow or something.
Yeah, 731 is pretty funky. It's dusty-ish, I'd say. It's funky.
Mm-hmm.
But I still like 730 better. Like the finish on 731's over.
Yeah, it's okay. We could disagree on this, and I'm okay to get.
I'm trying to convince you
I've been voted
that.
off the island plenty of times.
Man, they're both really good. It's just whether you want like something nice and easy or a big bold finish.
And honestly, I think what we chose in 542 was nice and easy.
Yeah.
It's not a big bold finish.
So you're saying we need to do the opposite right now, Kenny? Kind of balance that out a little bit?
We don't have to. We can do whatever we want.
Whatever you think's best.
This is
I'm
our
biased,
business.
man. My favorite bourbon is WLW. So Velvet Glove.
You want the big fight.
Oh,
You want the big finish then.
All the way through, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Jordan, these will go through keg and bottle. So we got that. Now that's taken care of. Honestly, so I went back to 541. I think 730 and 731 are better.
Oh, really? Damn. Now you're really like,
yeah. After you do side by side with 730, 541, 731, 541 comes pretty abrasive.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
But it's 539 and 732 are out, right?
You got it, Corey.
Yes,
you got it. Yeah.
now I'm all confused. I'm kidding.
There's only 3 in the running, and honestly, I think we're down to 730 and 731.
Yeah, I think that's where we are, Kenny. I agree, man. I agree.
And the more, like I said, I'll probably jump onto Team 730 over here. Is probably what I'm thinking. I
like 730. That was initially my favorite. And
I think that once you get past the neck pour on 730, that initial pour, it definitely has the more fruit forward, full mouthfeel finish.
Mm-hmm.
731 is good too, but I think that 730 just has more complexity.
gosh, yeah, it's so rich. It's sweet.
Yeah, I'll do a side by side on those.
Yeah, and I love the finish because it's not like this. It's just like this nice, sweet, like sugary, fruity thing. You know, just sits with you.
You know what? 730. When you said sugary, like I kind of got that idea of like I was eating like white rock candy because it's just like pure sugar.
Yeah,
like, there's not like a I know we talked about apples a little bit, but there's not like a huge like flavor note that's like really drawing me out. But when you said that, I was just like, oh, like basically just sugar, just eating like raw sugar is what it almost tastes like at the very end.
like the sugar cane you get ceviche in your mojito, your bourbon mojito.
Oh yeah, you get the mojito and you get the big sugar cane.
You start chewing on it.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah. My wife loves it, and it just looks like a chewed up dog toy by the end of the meal.
Yeah, I always do that.
It's like, what are you doing? Like, what isn't this normal?
Yeah, doesn't everybody do this? No, you're the only one. You and that other burn pursuit guy.
Oh man! All right, I gotta try 731 just one more time.
That's what I'm at right now.
I will say, so Kenny C, so as I look at how much is left of each sample, I'm going through 730 like crazy.
Oh, my 730 smoked.
Yeah, I'm almost
It's
done,
gone.
right? It's
Yeah,
almost gone, right? And
Yeah.
I look at what I have left from 731. I'm just not getting through it as fast. So for me, I think that's the tiebreaker, right?
730 is my favorite of everything, I think.
Yeah.
Fuck off. 542 is. All right. Well, Corey, where do you stand on the 700 series? Are you team 730 or team 731?
730.
All right. Well, let's just say I got voted off the island again because I think 731. I just went back. I think for me it just has more flavor. I agree the finish isn't there, but I am just one of those nights. It's more of like a flavor than just like a kind of experience. But I can get behind 730. So we'll call it 730 is going to be our straight bourbon whiskey coming from Taconic. Then we got 542, which is going to be our maple barrel finish. So that's
good. That's really good.
That was solid, guys. We just picked out 2 barrels in no time.
Good job.
Yeah, that was way faster. 50 minutes, 55 minutes. That was faster than I would have thought.
Well,
Yep. You only have to drive home.
Can't beat it, man.
I gotta
Can't
put
beat
kids to bed, man.
I think you should probably drink the rest of your samples and then put the kids to bed.
Actually, you'll be in bed. Before they,
it. Makes for a fun story time, Corey.
they'll put you in bed.
I was like, so I think we have Matumbo as one of the pictures. What should we do for the other one? I think we should stick with like an NBA theme. What do you think?
I like that.
Do
Is
something,
there
Charlotte.
like any player with like an Apple type of nickname or anything? Or
Well, I was just
I
thinking,
feel like
There's
Apple's gotta
what
be
was
marketed.
Tim Hardaway? He was like or not Tim Hardaway, or yeah, was it not Tim Hardaway? I'm trying to think of the guy. No, never mind. His name was the Bacon. That's totally
Who
not
are
it.
you talking about?
Gosh, he had those shoes. They were the Bacons.
well, let's see. This is coming from New York, right? So
The Big Apple.
we got Knicks, right? So we could do if there's something coming from the Knicks, we could do.
Patrick Ewing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Is there a good like Ewing meme? Was he ever like a meme, or was he was just always
You
like
could do,
Patrick
you could
Ewing?
do Spud Webb, or not Spud Webb. Who?
We can do Muggsy
Spike
Bogues.
Lee. Spike Lee.
Little Charlotte action.
There you
Oh,
go.
yeah. That's what I was trying to think. There's NBA team in Charlotte.
Yep, Hornets, baby.
I wonder there's that like picture of him blown up next to the skyline. You know, we could superimpose an apple instead of that skyline with Ewing, you know.
Are you also a graphics designer, Corey?
No.
Yeah, I was gonna I've got a guy that can do some stuff. We just got to come with the. We just got to. Like,
Oh yeah,
record
John
the idea.
Starks. I remember John Starks.
John Star. Oh, yeah, I remember John.
Hey, I remember
a tiny
John.
guy.
I remember that.
That's
he was-
right. Game.
Yeah, because he was in those like Bulls series, playing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Muggsy,
yeah,
Bo-
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
Muggsy Bogues played at Charlotte. That's right. Larry Johnson, Grandmama. We
Grandmama.
could do that. Let's do that. Grandmama.
Grandmama?
You remember Larry Johnson?
Larry
He was a
Johnson, man.
Grandmama?
Number
Oh,
2.
God. Larry Johnson. Well,
I
Larry
know, but
Johnson.
last Johnson. I remember
Grandma.
Kenny Johnson with the Suns.
Nah, Larry
Wait,
Johnson,
So
man.
you guys don't remember like Dale
Oh.
Curry, Larry Johnson, Muggsy
Dude.
Bogues?
Larry Johnson was great.
Really?
Glenn
Crossing
Rice.
time in the NBA. Glenn Rice. I mean, Steph Curry's dad, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Dale Curry. Yep.
yeah.
That's
Here,
when the
hold on
NBA
one
was
second.
great in the 90s.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Here, let me
Yeah.
see if I can share this.
I had a
with,
Larry Johnson.
my
jersey.
Nuggets though,
I
man,
loved
they're
it.
I did
making a
too.
run.
I had a purple one, Cecil.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh yeah.
I repped it, even though I sucked at bat. I was like 6 foot center.
There
All right,
we
you
go.
ready?
There we go. We're
Yep,
live.
Grandma.
All right,
Mom.
here.
Little history lesson here, guys.
These are my new shoes from Converse. They're so light and so fast, my grandmama can whoop you in them. Grandmama! Let's go. What? Shoot like you're not like an old lady. Move it, Granny, move
Love it.
Remember, you can't beat what you can't catch. Okay, Granny, one-on-one, me and you. That was a lucky shot, Grandma.
If we're just gonna make up '90s or late '80s types of commercials and put on Mars Blackman,
What
It's gotta
now?
be shoes, man.
Mars Blackman,
Mars
Spike
Spike
Lee.
Lee, and
MJ.
Oh
I
yeah,
gotta
yeah,
show
yeah.
you what Mars
Yep.
4 is on.
The Martian.
Good night, buddy.
Yeah, I think that works because you still get the NY Apple thing in there as well. I think that works.
Yeah,
for it.
Spike Lee.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I was-
right. Yeah,
I said Spud Webb earlier. I meant Spike Lee.
Oh, yeah. Those Mars Blackman
about the same
commercials
height,
are
Cecil.
awesome.
You're right. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
well,
Spike.
what was it called? Like, what's the commercial called?
Mars Blackman is the character.
Yeah, just look up Morris Blackman,
Michael
Spike
Jordan.
Lee. You'll find it. It's all over YouTube.
Yeah, if you do Mars Blackman, Michael Jordan.
Ah, okay. Hold on. Let me. Okay, let me share it real quick. I'm sure people are just like really loving this, or they're just.
Yeah, 542 is good. Sorry. Didn't mean to.
Oh yeah, I got the rest right here.
Blackman here, my main man,
Yep.
Jordan, and Professor Douglas Kirkpatrick of the American Institute of Aeronautics and Astronautics. Yo, Professor, how does Mike defy gravity? Do you know?
Michael Jordan overcomes the acceleration of gravity by the application of his muscle power in the vertical plane, thus producing a low-altitude Earth orbit.
Oh, what?
Do you know what I mean? Do you know?
Money, check him out.
And Jordan just
All
happens to own the Hornets too. So
Yep.
it's a
He's from
win-win.
he's from Wilmington, right?
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, so you got to tell me, how does that turn into a sticker?
That's a good question.
There's some good Mars Blackman pictures that I know we could find.
Yeah. I'll find some, Kenny. I went to college with Spike, so we'll get something done.
All right, there we go.
All right, cool. So we'll do that. Like I said, we'll keep it an NBA theme. So we got Matumbo, and we'll do a Mars Blackman thing.
Some New
Cool.
York Apple, Big Apple, something like that.
Yeah. I'm cool with that. Like I said, we just throw some ideas. Let's get some. We'll get some things going. We'll do it in our little email chat.
Madison Square Garden or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
We got options.
There's lots of Mars Blackman like content we could play.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll figure
It
out.
was a big campaign back then.
Good deal. All right.
And I got the
so-
Mars 4 as my wedding present from my wife. So
Oh man, that's awesome, Corey.
yeah.
Are you sneakerhead, Corey?
I used to be. I mean, I guess once one, always one, but I don't spend a lot of money on that stuff anymore. But
Now it's Bourbon.
my sneaker collection's pretty big.
That was pre-kids.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I hear you.
I need to keep the Bourbon collection up with the kids. Sneakers, that's just a necessity.
It's a very symbiotic relationship, right?
Right,
Oh,
right,
yeah.
exactly.
Nice. All right. Well, hey guys, stay on here real quick. Let's. I'm going to close out the stream real quick, and then we'll just have a few chat after this is over. But I want to say thank you for everybody that kind of hung out with us tonight and watched us as we selected 2 barrels from Taconic Distillery. So really excited to be able to do this. This is just another, just another barrel that we are doing as a part of the community. I think this round's like 33, 34 barrels now that we've selected so far in 2020.
Wow.
As part of Patreon and stuff like that. So really cool being able to do something like that. And, we're going to keep doing this. We've got a few more lined up. I know we've got 2 more. We got a Knob Creek Bourbon and a Knob Creek Rye scheduled for next week. And who knows what the rest of 2020 is going to bring. Actually, I would imagine at this point for 2020, after the next week, anything that we select for 2020 probably won't be bottled and ready until 2021. But we're going to still keep the train moving, not going to stop slowing down. So it's really fun to be able to do. And so you can go and you can actually learn more about it. If you actually go, I'll bring this up on the page 2 real quick, because we just brought this up, or I just created it last week. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. So if anybody that is curious about what this is all about, when it actually loads, because our slide is slow as shit. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Chrome tab. There we go. So we've got a new website, bourbonpursuit.com/single barrel club. And with inside here, you can actually get a lot of information about actually getting access, joining the pick, as well as what we're doing for our Pursuit series. Here's the link to actually go and look at all the barrels that we've ever selected, plus ones that are still coming through, information on tiers for joining Patreon and what you get as a part of being a supporter. And if you have, and this is probably the most frequently asked questions we all get, so you can go and check that out there as well. So make sure you go.
Can you ship to me?
That is a FAQ. It is in
I know.
there. So
I'm kidding.
If you want to know more about it, go and check that out.
Jordan said Ryan has seen this first time. Totally. This is totally for the first time.
It probably is. This was
Looks
this
great, Kenny.
That was my Sunday project. So
yeah, jury duty project.
No, you can't do anything on jury duty. You're stuck there literally all day listening to testimony. You can't. I tell you what. You can't even wear an Apple Watch in there because they don't want you getting notifications for
no
anything.
way.
Oh yeah, even for like calendar invites that aren't even like, you can't bring your phone in there, so you can't bring your Apple Watch, which also it's a whole thing. I'm not going to bore you all, but again, I wanted to say thank you all for joining tonight. And this is going to be again 2 more barrels that we're putting into the Single Barrel Club. And again, thank you, Anderson and Corey, for joining us and being a part of this as well and being part of the community. So cheers, guys. We thank you so much.
Okay. Cheers, man.
Yep. Cheers.
All right. With that, we'll see you all relatively soon. If you missed it, we had a podcast release this morning talking to Clay Risen. So go and check that out as well. So cheers, everybody. And we'll talk to y'all soon.
Toodles.